answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers!
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
But if we can just save one life, it's all worth it. Oh, yeah, folks, this is where we're at. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But it is SHTF. You can't have it both ways. I can't, you can't, the governments can't, the people can't, the soft-hearted ding-dongs can't, the social, you can't have it both ways. Either you know they're all lying and it's all BS, and you better do something, or you buy their crap and you do everything they say and you can't complain. But if you know they're all lying and they're all full of shit, then the second thing you must do is be a prepper, which means food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense, have a plan, all that. You have no choice. You're doing yourself an incredible disservice if you know they're lying and you don't take steps to protect yourself. I thought about this years and years ago, folks. Back right when I started the channel, I'm like, I know this is happening. I know this is coming. Something big is going to come up. And when it does, it's going to change the world. It's going to be SHTF. Either Mad Max or SHTF Light, as we came to call it, but they're changing our world. And I have a duty in my head, my mind. I have a duty to tell people, to warn them. No more. You've got to protect yourself, right? You've got to be a prepper. So I come to you and I say, hey, look, subscribe, like, and also, this is critical. Hit the notification bell if you're on YouTube. Hit the notification bell, or you will not get notifications from me. You won't get comments. You won't get posts. You won't know when videos are coming. YouTube is cutting all of that because they think they're saving lives by stopping you from hearing from me. Right? I'm the danger. I'm the risk, right? I can't say anything because it's medical misinformation, and that can hurt and kill people. It's like murder. Do you remember that? It's like murder to say anything against the booster rooster. To question his authority, his expertise is causing lives to be lost. And if we can just save one life, it's all worth it. So we must silence everyone, right? Even though it's unpopular. Remember this garbage?
I also want to ask you about the president's mandate. There's so much opposition now.
I understand, and we all understand, how people do not like to be told what to do. They want to make their own choice and their own free will.
Is there any thought of backing off of that?
People do not like to be told what to do, told what to do, told what to do. They want to make their own choice and their own free will, their own choice, their own choice.
Backing off,
free will, their own free will. I get that and I respect that. Free will, I respect that. But these are unusual times. Their own free will, unusual times. I respect that.
Oh, yeah, it's unusual times. He respects it, and he knows you want to have your own free will, but do as he says. You must, we have to do what he says, even though he respects our free will. And coffee is so much better in a Prepared Mind mug. Yeah, they don't. This is their game, folks. You must believe them. You can't say anything about it. And if it just saves one life, why am I hammering on that? Folks, this is why. European companies are pleading with China to revise their COVID-0 program. Now, Beijing is vowing even stronger policies, right? So the companies are having a hard time in Europe, which means they're not making their money, which means they want their money back. They want their parts, their products, their junk to sell. Everything coming from China, they want it back. Now, attention, American and European socialists, including, folks, the companies that love the socialist power that's being exerted, right? These globalist companies. Oh, yeah. One more time. If we can just save one life, it's worth it. So European countries, European governments are asking China to open up, reverse its health program, reverse its lockdowns, and put Chinese grandma and children in direct death situations, having to face cerveza bug. So socialists want Chinese people to die? Is that what I'm hearing from European countries, European companies? Apparently, sounds that way to me because, right? Cerveza bug is so dangerous. Right? It's so bad that the unicorn variant can kill you. All it has to do is look at you and you die. And European countries want grandma and children to die? And why? So Europe can buy cheap junk and cheap parts and cheap materials from China. So Europe, right, its economy will do less shitty because it was already doing shitty prior to cerveza bug. And they wanted to do less shitty now because, well, the lockdowns are making it really shitty. So they just want less shitty as socialists. But if we can just save one life, it's worth it, they said. Do it for grandma. Do it for the kids. Together we can get through this. And then there's Fauci. Well, I respect everyone, but, sometimes you got to do things that are unpopular. Right. They're all lying hypocrites, folks. They're socialists. And also, shouldn't the Chinese version of the Jim Jones juice be protecting them over there? I guess their version is also an absolute failure. Or, if you don't buy that, governments are lying about cerveza bug, the death rates, medical treatments, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I ask questions like, does Europe know the cerveza bug, lockdowns, masks, and the Jim Jones juice are all BS, a lie, and are unnecessarily hurting the economies of Europe and America and the world? Is that how they can ask China to open up without feeling guilty for killing mothers and babies and kittens and soft bunny rabbits? With the super vicious, always dangerous, lurking around every corner cerveza bug. This is where we're at, folks. It is hit the fan. That's why I come to you and I say, hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I mean it. Do those things. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you click the notification bell. Because we have to spread this information. YouTube is now punishing this channel again. Right? They're hiding us even more. So it is up to us to continue to network, to communicate, whether it's through the share button, sharing the internet address, texting, etc. And that goes for friends and family as much as we should be texting politicians and saying, hey, liberty, freedom, Constitution first, and then comes prosperity. Taxing us and then spending money they don't have on their pet projects is not going to and never has helped the economy grow. The only thing that has ever helped the economy grow is freedom and liberty and equality. Not giving preferential treatment to Lowe's and Home Depot, to Walmart and Target, while closing down mom and pop. Equality. We can see the value of it. We can see the effect of it. But they told us, folks, we can sacrifice. If we save just one life, it's worth it. And then they want to prescribe death for how many Chinese people so they can get their cheap junk? See, when money really starts hurting these super rich people and the politicians like the mayor of New York, who said, well, no more masks for anyone, well, except the children. The children in New York City still have to wear masks, but everyone else can take them off and you can go out and you can do stuff because New York is now boring. That's why they opened up New York, folks, last month. It's too boring. That's how this works. Boring is the excuse. But we're just saving one life, Mayor. Unbelievable. Don't worry, though, folks. In the northern cities, it's coming back, while in the southern cities and states, it's over with. Oh, they'll fight. Some will bend, some will bring in some stuff, but the southern states want to be free, and they know it, and they should know it. And they should see that this is all a giant lie and a bunch of crap. More states are passing anti-mandate laws. More states are protecting their people from corrupt government and corrupt business that is trying to impose their will upon ours. It is incredible, folks, the fight and struggle we're in. If you can just save one life, what a crock of shit. Get prepared. You want to talk about life saving? Get prepared. Go to thepreparedmind.club, and that can actually save your life. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. Those are life-saving prescriptions. And you can get the real medicine at thepreparedmind.club. Real medicine, folks. And what I mean by real medicine is if you want to beat the cerveza bug and you need a little bit of medical help, we have doctors there. Go to the club, click on them. You can talk to real doctors, and they will give you a prescription for real medicine, not for the juice boost and a death blow. We don't prescribe death at the Prepared Mind. We prescribe life. Live your life. Be free. Stand up for what's right. Chance favors the prepared mind. Aren't you glad you are a prepper? And we're all in this together, folks, as preppers, not as a bunch of suckers buying their shit. I'll see you next in a few minutes. Semper Fi, Godspeed.